What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me right here at my YouTube channel. This is where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, and TV shows. And right now I'd like to give you guys my thoughts on The Mighty Ducks Game Changers Episode 2. And this episode was nowhere near as good as the first one. Oh my gosh, this one was a bit of a chore to get through. I'm just being real here, guys. This one was a bit of a chore to get through. This one had a ton of in a episode that was less than a half hour long. This had a ton of kid exposition, letting us know who these kids are, and that's all well and good and fine. Problem is, I wasn't that interested who any of these kids are at this point. At this point, I'm more interested in what Emilio Estevez is doing. I'm more interested in the mom. What is her motivation for making this happen? Or is she just a Karen who, my son got cut, you can't cut my son, I'm going to start my own team? Or is there deeper motivation behind her wanting to do this? Like, is there greater reasoning? Does she have a history? Is she working out some of her issues through this team? Or is she just a Karen who doesn't think anybody can cut her son? I want to know who mom is. And I want to know where Emilio Estevez, Gordon Bombay is. What really makes him tick, or is he really just into eating kids' leftover birthday cake? Like, I hope that's not. I hope that there's something bigger happening in his world also. Right now, it's just very meh. The characters I worry about, the characters that I'm most interested in aren't compelling at all. They're dull. They're kind of off-putting. And I want to root for them, but I can't because they're off-putting. The kids are fine, but I'm not interested in the kids, right? We can get the kids. We can find out what makes the kids tick in a few episodes. Right now, let's set up where the parents are at. It seemed like the only reason this episode existed was so we could learn who the Ducks are and then send them out there to get annihilated, embarrassingly, and have that be the bar that's set. See, okay, now we can watch them improve from here. We had to get that annihilation out of the way because now we can watch them get better. And I'm sorry, that just seems very scripted, very contrived, very predictable. All right, I want to know what's going on with the adults behind the scenes. Who's the guy that coaches the Mighty Ducks? Is he just a generic, conceited jerk? I mean, I'm more interested in the adult characters than the kids. The problem is that the show only wants to present us with the kids. Now, I get it. This is aimed at kids. Like, kids are the target audience. The problem is that this is a type of show where it's all the target audience are also people my age. People who watched it as a kid. So you can't forget about the people who are my age, because the people who are my age are the ones who are going to say to the kids, hey, I think you'll like this. Let's watch this together. But the problem is that they're forgetting about the people my age, and they want to cater just to the little kids. And the little kids aren't just going to watch this on their own because they don't know who the Mighty Ducks are. They have to be told by the people my age. So I didn't love this episode. I didn't love it at all. In fact, I didn't really like it. This needs to get better. I mean, Emilio Estevez was barely in it. The mom is unlikable. She's a Karen. She's somebody who's going to complain and then forget you. You can't cut my son. I'm going to inconvenience everybody by starting my own team. That's how she's coming off. We need to make her likable. And right now she's just not. Neither is Emilio Estevez. I mean, honestly, most of the kids aren't even likable. This team of misfits is just not very likable. So we need to start seeing them change. We need to start seeing an arc. We need to start seeing things happening that are positive. Right now they're just unlikable kids that got their butts kicked in hockey. So, that's my take on episode 2 of The Mighty Ducks. I didn't really care for it. What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your take on it. While you're down there commenting, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I put out a lot of content, and I want to make sure that you're up to date with everything that I'm doing. And as always, thank you so much for joining me right here at the LQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you later.